why is the 14th Amendment, why should it not apply to illegals? Frankly, it should go further than that, but this executive order deals with illegal immigrants, the children of. So make the case, explain the history. The floor is yours.
Well, I think Senator Hiroma from Hawaii, on her tweet about this, indicates the problem. She eliminated the key words from the 14th Amendment. She said all persons born here are citizens. Well, the clause she omitted from that is all persons born in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens. And so the fight is what that phrase means. And we don't have to speculate about it. The drafters of the language, the people that proposed the 14th Amendment, the folks who ratified it all understood it meant complete jurisdiction, not what they called mere territorial or partial jurisdiction. And if I can explain the difference with an analogy, suppose somebody from Great Britain is visiting the United States on a student visa or a work visa, or just as a tourist. They're subject to our laws while they're here. That's subject to the territorial jurisdiction. But they don't owe allegiance to country. They're subject to our more complete jurisdiction that was intended by that clause. We can't charge them with treason if they take up arms against us, although that would probably be a crime as well. We don't draft them into our army. They don't get to vote while they're here. They're not subject to that more complete jurisdiction. They've never sworn an oath of allegiance to us. And so President Trump's executive order picks up on that original understanding of the phrase. And it's not just, my reading of those debates. The U.S. Supreme Court said the same thing in 1872 and 1884. The leading treatise writer of the day, Thomas Cooley, said exactly the same thing in his treatises in the 1870s. The Attorney General of the United States and formal Attorney General opinions for the State Department said the same thing in the 1880s. Children who were born here while their parents were temporarily visiting were not citizens. The U.S. Congress, after a Supreme Court decision, awarded citizenship to the child of a lawful permanent couple from China. They were permanently domiciled here. The court.
You're talking about the case Wong Kim Ark, right?
Wong Kim Ark, 1898, and a lot of the critics of Trump's order are relying on that case, but it dealt with the children of lawful permanent residents, green card holders in today's formulation, but the court repeatedly says they were permanently domiciled in this country. And so that distinct, whether that case itself went too far or not, it clearly didn't go any further than that. It clearly doesn't address children of temporary visitors here. And it clearly doesn't address people who are here illegally in the first place. So Wong Kim Ark does not settle the question, as many are now claiming. Honest scholars for decades have recognized that. If it did settle the question and anybody born on the U.S. soil was a citizen, then why did Congress need to offer citizenship in the Indian Citizenship Act of 1924 to all Native Americans who were born on U.S. soil? Well, the fact is, John, they needed to do that under the naturalization power because they were not guaranteed citizenship under the 14th Amendment. And neither are temporary visitors, neither are illegal immigrants to this country. And I think President Trump's executive order is going to force the court to finally resolve that issue in the way that the framers of the 14th Amendment actually intended.